Portfolio analysis is usually performed at the strategic business unit level. One of the most popular portfolio analysis methods, which is developed by Boston Consulting Group, we call it BCG matrix, requires that firms classify all their strategic business unit into a 2x2 matrix. So before I introduce those 4 different categories, let's look at the 2 factors involved. On the horizontal one, it's relative market share. So what is relative market share? We know that market share is the percentage of a market accounted for by a specific firm or brand. It is used to show the product's strength in a particular market. But here we have one more word, relative. So what does the relative mean here? The relativity involved in this term here tells us what our competitors are doing, because because not only you should know about your market share, you should also know about your major competitors' market share, so that you know the relative position or relative performance of your strategic business unit. Relative market share provides managers with the product's relative strength compared with that of the largest firm in the industry. So to demonstrate this relativity, we need to search for data on the market share of our focal strategic business unit as well as the major competitors, especially the largest competitors of our focal strategic business unit. So I will give you an example here. Suppose you are a manager of a strategic business unit of a popular brand, and you know that your strategic business unit or your product line accounts for 35% of the whole market. So you have 35% as the market share. So in case 1, your biggest competitor is another firm which accounts for 28% of the market share. So by comparing your market share with this largest competitor, our conclusion of the relative market share that you have would be high. But in another case, that case 2, your largest competitor accounts for 48% of the market share. So in this case, even though you have the same market share percentage, like 35%, because your major competitor, your largest competitor, has bigger portion than yours, the relative market share conclusion would be low. So that is how the relatives plays a role here. We need to compare the market share of our strategic business unit with that of our largest competitor in the market. On the vertical axis, the factor is market growth rate. I want to point out that the growth rate here is not the growth rate of your strategic business unit. It is not what you are doing right now. It is what the whole market, it is the growth rate of the marketplace in which the focal strategic business unit competes. So for example, it's easy for you to find out the growth rate for Nike shoes. Let's say it's 8%, okay, last year. But what we want here is not the growth rate of Nike shoes. What we want here is the growth rate of the market that Nike shoes competes in. That should be the sport shoe market. So you need to Google and find what is the growth rate of the athletic or sports shoe market, and then that one is what we want here for the market growth rate. Now we understand these two factors involved. Let's talk about each of the category. The first category are stars. So products categorized in this quadrant occurs in high growth market and are high market share products. Stars often require a heavy resource invest in things such as promotions and productions so that it can fuel their rapid growth. The second category is called cash cow. Products in this category are in low growth market but are high market share products. Because these products have already received heavy reinvestments to develop their high market share, they have excessive resources that can be used by the other products. The third category is called question marks. So products or strategic business units that has been put in this category means they are in a high growth market but have relatively low market share. So these type of products are often the most managerially intensive products in that they require significant resource to maintain and potentially increase their market share. And the last category is called dog. So products or strategic business units which are classified in this category, they are in a low growth market and have relatively low market shares. Although the products here, the product lines here may generate enough resources to maintain themselves, it is not, the products in this category should be phased out unless they are needed to complement or boost the sales of another product or for competitive purpose. So next, I'm gonna to, one more thing that I want to mention is the categorize of the product lines or strategic business unit using BCG matrix is not always fixed. So depending on the development of each of the strategic business units, it may change from one category to the other. For example, question marks, if they grow well, they can grow into star category, or later it can becomes cash cow for the company. And if question marks does not receive enough resources, does not run well, it can change to dog category. So it is not fixed. It's a dynamic thing. What should we do with each of the quadrant? Basically, for products in the stars category, we need to build them and hold and harvest cash cows and divest dogs. For promising question marks products, we should invest resources to build them. For question marks with limited room to grow, we need to consider divest them. So those are the next steps or the suggestions or the proposed actions later based on our categorization of the current performance of the strategic business unit or product lines of the company at this moment. Next, I'm going to talk about Apple and give you some examples of doing BCG portfolio analysis. So iPod, it used to be cash cow for Apple, but right now it has go to the category of dogs because it's not available, even not available now. So Michael have already divested this product line. iPhone right now is a cash cow for Apple. It has already made a lot of money and does not require much attention. Apple Watch and AirPod are Apple's emerging stars. They are dominant in the growing wearable market, and the market primed for even more sales in the coming years. Apple TV belongs to the question mark. It is a product, but due to the fierce competition in the market, such as Amazon Fire TV, Chrome TV, Google TV, Roku streaming sticks, all these make that there is not much room for Apple TV to grow. So question marks requires more marketing and production support.